And we're back, and I have just added some more mods to my power armor. I've added a water electrolyzer because LV capacitors are dirt cheap. Well, not dirt cheap. They do take a gold and a silver, but they also use paper, which is very, very cost effective. So I added that so I can breathe underwater, and I have added a pickaxe and a shovel and aqua affinity, which reduces the penalty for digging stuff underwater, because I am going to go out in search of clay. So and I also added the ability to actually punch things to do damage to them, and I'm breaking my workshop apart. So let's put that back. There we go. And let's grab some food for the road, and then when we come back I will have clay. And we're back, and I've found clay, and let's try this out. Yeah, this is going a lot faster than if I was using a regular shovel underwater. And let's stay under here and watch my air run out and see what happens. Oh, it just refilled instantly. That is awesome. Okay, so I can pretty much stay underwater for as long as my energy holds out, and I can dig all the things. This is, ooh, is that a beehive? That's a beehive. Let's take a scoop and take care of this. There we go. We've got a water drone and a water princess. Now, I didn't bring my apiarist backpack with me, but that's okay because I got plenty of space, and I'm going to be heading back as soon as I get a bunch of clay, which I need a bunch of clay if I want to make a coke furnace to make that creosote oil and all those other goodies. So when we come back, I will have turned all this clay into bricks, and I'll be ready to take care of that next step on my to-do list. And we're back, and I have 52 coke oven bricks. And these are actually made, if we take a look at the recipe, there's made with regular bricks and sand combined in a grid, sort of like making TNT, except this should not explode, I hope, because I'm pretty much directly under my base right now. So let's make a couple of coke ovens, and my cat is chewing on things that he should not be chewing on. Alright, so starting off, we want a base of 3x3, and this is all done with the exact same kind of brick. Don't need any other special parts. And then we need a donut of 8, like so. And then we cap it all off. And pow! You see that window magically appear right there? Alright, so this is a working coke oven, and all I gotta do is put, well, not charcoal, we gotta put regular coal in here, or we could also put sugar charcoal in here, and it will make creosote oil, which will be a byproduct, and it'll also make coal coke, which I can use to power things, and it is much more efficient than regular coal. So let's take the second coke oven. Let's put it 1, 2, 3. Let's put it right here. This should be good. Hopefully I won't have to move it. And you can break these blocks and move it again, but you lose all the contents if you do. So I would have to make sure I pipe out all the creosote oil if I want to do that. And pow! There we go. That's all of my bricks, and I've got 2 coke ovens ready to go. Now I just finished making another item on the to-do list, my sugarcane farm, and it is not fully populated yet. I just planted some sugarcane, so this isn't quite ready for the coke ovens, although I hope to primarily be using this to power them in the near future, once this is all growing very well. underneath each of these pumpkins is a water source block, and underneath this wall here, directly underneath that cobblestone right there, is all water source blocks. So that's why I can plant all this here. It works out pretty well. I do have some wasted space. Everywhere where there's dirt is a spot where I cannot right now grow sugarcane, but I'm thinking of planting other crops there since they're close enough to water blocks that would still be useful, and I can have like a little mini farm down here to grow various things. Maybe berries. Maybe I'll put berries down here, but berries don't really need water. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a work in progress. Quarry is going pretty well. I don't know how far down it is. It might be finishing soon. No, it's got a good ways to go yet. I can sort of see it down there. Can we zoom in? Nah, zoom doesn't work. Never mind. Alright, so let's get some coal. And ideally, I would have a piping system set up already to take the creosote oil out of this and put it in a tank, but I haven't really built that yet. I'll probably build it like over here somewhere for the creosote oil. But there's a very slim chance that this charcoal will actually, not charcoal, this is regular coal, that this coal will produce enough creosote oil for them to stop. If they fill up, they stop making coal coke. So, oh well. Do I have wood on me? I have a little, but I need some logs. Let's go cut down a tree or two. Oh, yeah. Once you add the shovel tool to this, like I didn't crank it up at all. It's not overclocked. It's just the regular shovel tool, and it cuts through dirt cuts through dirt like butter. Cuts through stone pretty fast too, and I didn't overclock it at all. I can only imagine what will happen if I do overclock it. How fast it'll make huge craters in the ground. Maybe. Come on, give me a sapling. Give me a sapling. Oh, there's a sapling. Okay. Zero-sum game. There we go. Okay, this still bothers me. Well, facades are on my to-do list, so hopefully sometime soonish I will have enough power to power an assembly table and make facades for the sides of my building. Alright, so I have plenty of logs. I need some iron. Let's make some hoppers to store stuff in. And we want wood. Going to need 2 chests. And actually gonna need a lot more than 2 chests. But, for now. Oh. It'll at least let's queue stuff up. So, not that way. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, silly me. Shift click. There we go. And shift click over here. There we go. And let's put a stack of coal in each. Let's go get some more coal. Do we have I dug up any coal recently? Let's take a look. Oh, I got some. I could put that in as well. Let's pretty much just take all of this. There we go. Free that up entirely. I'll still want coal for making things like solar panels, because you need coal dust for that, but I know I'll dig some of that up later, so that's not an issue. So dink, dink. Let's do the same thing over here. 1, 2, and half of that. So these coke furnaces are firing up. It's going to take a while for it to produce any creosote oil, but we've got coal in the furnace, and it's going to slowly turn into coal coke. I just need to remember to have an output. I'll probably make some redstone engines to pull various components out and drop them in a chest for me. So I don't need this anymore here. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, see you later. Crashbang here, and I want to make a beealyzer. So I'm going to need some glass panes, some tin, some redstone, and 1 diamond, and some water in a carpenter. So let's take a look at my carpenter here, and let's see if I remember correctly. The diamond goes there, and whatever I put up here in the pattern I need to put down here in the inventory as well. Glass panes go there, tin goes there, and redstone goes there. And missing resources, I'm gonna need another bucket of water. Let's go get a bucket of water. Let's put this coal away. Oh, I moved the coal downstairs already. Never mind about that then. Oh, hey, it's dark. Okay, let's put this bucket in here, and let's see if that's enough. Yep, it is. So now I just need to power the thing. Let's see if 2 charcoal are enough. I don't want the Stirling engine to blow up because it's not being used. This might take a little while. We're back, and this is my rolling machine, which is actually very easy to make. It's 4 pistons and some iron and not much else, as we can see here. So we got 4 pistons, a crafting table, and some iron, and that's all you need to make a rolling machine. And you can power that with pretty much anything from Buildcraft, so not electrical power, but almost anything else will run this. And I am making iron plates. Why am I making iron plates? Because the next thing on my to-do list is, well, the next things on my to-do list are a whole bunch of tanks. They are a multi-block structure, and I can spell. Really, I can. And to make, yes, some days. And to make a tank, you actually need to make 3 different kinds of blocks. Tank walls, tank gauges, and tank valves. Now, I am making an iron tank, but I suppose I should probably be making a steel one eventually. To make steel, you need steel ingots, which, let's see. Oh, I can take iron plate in a blast furnace, or iron ingots in a blast furnace, but should I make a blast furnace? What's a blast furnace look like? Oh, that's a multi-block thing again. So 3x4x3, and that's magma cream, nether brick, and soul sand. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm just gonna have steel tanks for now. So let's make some steel. We'll make some iron tanks. At least 1 to start off. Okay, so those are the 3 blocks that I need, and I'm gonna need different amounts of each. I can color them apparently. Should I color these? I suppose I could, but which? I can color them for the color of the fuel that's in them. Well, right now what I really need a tank for is creosote oil. As you can see, this tank is getting dangerously close to full, which isn't going to hurt anything. It's just going to make it stop working. So I need to make some waterproof pipes to suck the creosote oil out of these and put them in a tank, which I could probably set up. I was thinking of setting it up over here in this space here, but I'm probably going to have more room over here to do that, so I'm probably going to make a space over here for that. But before I even get started on that, I actually need to make the blocks for that purpose. So let's go up here and see what we need. To make iron tank walls, it's fairly straightforward. You just take iron plate, which I just made in my rolling machine, and 4 of them together will make 8 iron tank walls. So that's kind of efficient. That's iron tank walls, it looks like you need a whole lot of them, and you do, but it's not as resource intensive as you might think, since it takes so few iron plates to make them. Now I can also make iron tank gauges, which don't really need them, I think, but they make things look a little bit nicer. All it takes is some glass panes and the iron plating that you would normally be using anyway, and you can put those along the sides, and it shows you how much stuff is actually in your tanks, which is nice. And iron tank valves, these are functional. For these, I'm going to need to make some iron bars to go with them and some levers to go with them. And these are the outputs and inputs for putting fluid into and pulling it out of your tank. So that's all the stuff that I need to make, and let's get started. I'm going to need some more iron, so here we go. And let's go with this first. That's going to be more than enough. And I'm going to use some glass. Getting a little low on glass, but you know, not too low. Let's see if that's enough. If I need to make more, I need to make more. And oh, I'm going to need to make levers. So let's get some cobble. There we go. And some wood to turn into sticks. And let's make the valves. Let's make the gauges. Let's go with 8 should be plenty for now. And the walls, which if I make too many of these, I need to make multiple tanks. So I'll end up using it up eventually. Okay, so there are different sizes of tanks that you can make. Oops. Let's start off with... Do I have the room to do this over here? How far up can I dig? How far up can I go here? Okay, well, I can go up a ways, but not too far. Let's... Ooh. Every now and then I forget that I have jump boost on. Okay, oh, this is on a ledge here too, so that's... I can't really dig out much further than that without raising that part up. It's doable. It's doable. Now, you can make tanks to be different sizes. I'd like to make this fairly large, but not too large, just so that I have room to grow and I have some extra storage space. So let's dig this out a ways. Let's see, can we put this up against the wall here? I'd like to have a little bit of space above for running piping. How far up can I dig here? Not very far at all. Okay. So that's my limit. Here we go. So 1, 2. Let's start off here. Okay, so I can over here. Okay, start off with a donut of iron tank walls, and let's put a valve right here. And you can make these 4 to 8 blocks high. You can make them wider too, but I've had pretty good luck making them 3 by 3. So let's 1, 2, 3. 3. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hello. Maybe I won't make it 8 high after all. Well, no, I can. I can just, instead of switching between my various tools here, I can switch to cobblestone here, and I can just build this down here to give myself another floor, and that'll help me out. So I'll be back, and when I'm done, I will have a secondary floor underneath here for my tanks to expand. Okay, and we're back, and I dug out a good deal underneath. Well, actually, my quarry dug it out already, but I put in a new floor, which is 3 blocks thick. That should be good enough for what we're going to be doing with it, and yeah, that should work for now. And I've got room to grow. I've got space for more tanks to put in, and got a valve right here at the bottom, which will be my main output most likely. I have valves on the side as well, just in case. Never know if I'm going to have cramped quarters or not in here, because sometimes I'm bad at planning. Okay, so all I need to do is finish off putting in these side walls here, which I could have them be all regular tank walls like I did in the back here, but I thought I'd add glass on the sides. So let's finish this off, and when we add this block, it should complete the tank. And it didn't do anything. This should become a solid wall when it's all done, and it has not. So it looks like maybe I screwed up somewhere. Fortunately, I can dig my way in and make an adjustment somewhere. Aha! This is where I screwed up. I need to put a block there. And let's get back out of here. And let's see if it works this time. 1, 2. Aha! There we go. It became seamless. So this is a tank that's ready to go. I can right click on it, and it says iron tank. I've got 0 out of 1,152,000. Or 1,152,000. Which is pretty decent, because this is only giving me 64,000 total. So this will store several times what these will store, and now I just need to make some redstone engines like what I have here, and some waterproof piping, which is another reason why I have the bees going, because I can take their beeswax and turn regular pipes into waterproof pipes, and just pump all that wonderful creosote oil out into this, and then I will set up a separate redstone engine that will pump it from this into perhaps some biofuel engines, which burn creosote just fine, and I can use those to power some of my other machines. So when we come back, I'm going to have that set up, and hopefully it'll be running smoothly, and that will be running some of my other machines, which are normally run with my solar panels, but they just don't seem to have the power to do all that. I've got 3 of these electrical engines so far, all hooked up, and they're trying to power my pulverizer and a few other things, and they just don't have the juice to power all that and power my squeezers and centrifuges and things like that that are over, like right above me right here, which is what I ran this piping for. I can take that and direct it over here to where I'll have a biofuel engine that's running off of this stuff. I'll need to get some lava for that, but fortunately I know where there is some. So when we come back, hopefully that's all going to be running. See you in a bit. Alright, and we're back, and as you can see, I'm almost out of creosote oil. Oh, no, I'm not. It's just that it is almost all completely piped out. There we go, and this end is almost done as well, and that's all getting piped into my creosote oil tank, which we can see here, and it looks like it's almost empty. It's just because it's so large. It's already got 48,000 in it, and it is moving stuff out of this tank into my 2 biogas engines here, which are filling up nicely. They have a little bit of lava in them to keep them warm, because biogas engines need to be heated up in order for them to work. This lava is going to go a long way, but if I end up using it all up, I have sources of lava. So if necessary, I can even go to the nether. But I've got a tank of lava out back, so that's good. Well, not a tank, but a big pool of lava out back. So while these are empty, that's a good thing, because these will keep on working until these are full up. So if nothing else, this is a way of using up that extra creosote oil, which is just a byproduct of making all that coal coke. I can speak. And this throws a little bit of extra energy into my setup here, supplements my solar panels, which are my primary source of energy. And, oh, those are stopped. I guess it's dark outside? I haven't been outside in a while. Is it dark? Oh yeah, it's dark. But now, even though it's dark outside, I should still have a source of energy that's going to power a lot of these things. And, well, that's not running yet. I guess I still have a lot of stuff hooked up, and it just doesn't have enough energy. But it's running the squeezer, so that's good at least. So maybe I'll add a third biofuel engine. This doesn't need these here. I can just get rid of this. The carpenter doesn't need to be running right now at all. Okay, so this needs enough energy to run. Maybe I should add a third biofuel engine just for that purpose. This is running just fine, so I'm going to get a bunch of seed oil, which will be good. So I can use that seed oil for a variety of things. And I don't have this running yet, but it'll be running when the sun comes up. So that's one more thing off the to-do list. I have my creosote tank, and I have a method of using it up, which is running nicely for the moment. And even if this uses up all the creosote, that's okay. I don't mind if it uses up all the creosote. I want it to, because otherwise this is going to be a pain in the butt to store, and it prevents me from making coal coke blocks, which are my main goal for making coke furnaces, because I can use those with my quarry over in the Twilight Forest, and I don't need to come back to it and check them out as frequently. So that'll be very beneficial. So that's it for this little update, and I will see you next time.